Hi, I'm Laurie Coton.
And I'm Mariana De La Garza, and welcome back to a Coton House original podcast, Two Designers and a Latte.
Today we have Lisa Slappey, an amazing person and great friend and great vendor, but also the owner of Postmodern Traditions. She has so much to offer, and we wanted to let you in on just a little bit about who she is and what she offers and why we like to come here so much to choose our rugs. So Lisa, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you both for having me. This is exciting.
It is exciting, and it's always great fun with you. You know, not only is it great fun because we like you so much, but she has cats in the showroom. And every time we get a tour by a couple of them, and there's one that always likes to make sure that you go exactly where she wants you to go. But the other thing is that Lisa has the most beautiful selection of rugs. So first of all, tell us what type of rugs you have,
Okay.
and then how you select them.
My part of our business, and we have two businesses. Pride of Persia Rug Company, which is where we sell traditional and transitional rugs, and we do all of our wash and repair and appraisal services and professional rug services through Pride of Persia. So that's one part. But the other part, and I think that's what we're talking about today, is Postmodern Traditions. And the full name is Postmodern Traditions Custom and Contemporary Rug Gallery. So it's a mouthful.
Okay.
Postmodern rugs will do.
Okay, thank you very
All
much.
right. We do everything related to hand-woven contemporary rugs, from representing some of the large producers working in Nepal to producing custom rugs for our special clients. And we work on color selection, we work on pattern, we customize sizes. In fact, it's just a full service custom rug gallery.
One of the things that I think you do really, really well is when we bring a client in here, you're really good about really asking good, open-ended questions.
Yes.
Really good.
I'm a listener. So we start our consultation process with a conversation, not just what kind of rug are you looking for. People typically don't know what they want. They may say, oh, I'll know it when I see it. That doesn't help me help them find it. So we do some talking. We find out the intended use of the rug. Which room are they going to put it in? What's their lifestyle like? What's their family like? Do they have pets? Do they entertain a lot? So we do a little bit of a question and answer session, and I listen to find out how can I best serve the client's needs. So I'm not just selling them a rug, I'm making sure that I'm providing the very best rug I can for its intended use.
And so many times they don't even realize that you're asking these questions to get the information.
Right.
Because
Because
it's
we're
really,
talking.
it's a conversation.
We're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but while we're talking, I'm learning what else I can do for them. And a lot of times that happens while we're flipping through rugs. So we may be flipping through, say, a pile of rugs, and I'll ask them, just talk to me while we go through rugs. That may not be the rug for you, but you may find a color you like or a pattern. And that will give me clues of what else we might show them, because we also do a lot of sampling. So if we don't have a rug in stock, we have thousands of samples. And there may well be something that just clicks in my head, and I say, okay, I know what to show them now. I'll pull a sample, and they go, yes, and we work from that direction.
So we had this really great conversation with Lisa for about 30 minutes, and then we realized the phone wasn't recording.
It was fabulous.
It was
We
so
were
good.
rolling.
It was the most amazing conversation we've
It
had.
was. So
let us tell you about it.
yeah, so now it's like, okay, so where do we even start? But okay, so you were talking about Nepal. Why did you go to Nepal?
I was talking about Nepal because that's where our best and favorite rugs are produced.
Okay.
I went to get closer to the site of production. I think it's really important for us all to understand where the things that we sell come from?
Yeah.
Who makes them? How are they produced? What goes into it? Because people are always asking me questions about them. I should be able to answer. I should also have some, not just knowledge, but some experience that goes beyond showing a rug, helping people use their rug as part of their design. That's great if you're a rug seller. But if you want to be more than a rug seller, if you want to really be a rug expert, you need to understand what goes into your rug from beginning to end.
So true.
So that's why I went to Nepal. I went to participate in a rug workshop called Open Studio, and it was a production workshop. There we worked on all aspects of production, from design to finishing. And it was, I think, the best spent time, those 2 weeks of like my rug career. It was fantastic.
Because you got to learn how to dye.
Well, we started with design. Before we left, we submitted designs. And while we were there, we got to cut the rug off the loom, participate in the finishing process, which includes things like sticking the knots back into the rug if there are fuzzies sticking up, as there always are. Watching the burning process. You know, there's a lot of excess wool after it's sheared down and scissored. You got to burn it. You have to wash it. There are a lot of steps that go into even stretching the rug, that go into having something so small as a sample. The same thing you do with a big rug, you have to do a sample just to get it. So we also picked out the wool that we would use for our rugs. We got to select colors to dye our own wools. I got to dye the wool, spin the wool, ball the wool, weave. That was my favorite
wonderful
part. Weaving
experience.
was really my favorite part.
Because then you really can help, even more significantly, everybody that comes in here.
Sure.
By truly explaining what the value of each type of rug is. And helping them to understand what it is that they're really looking for.
Right.
Depending upon how they're going to use it, what their budget is, how long they want to keep it, how they live.
Yes, all of those are important factors in selecting the rug. So it's not just color and pattern. There's so much more that goes into determining which rug is really right for your life. And it should be a companion that you keep for a very long time. It should serve you well for as long as you want to use it, and then most likely someone else will be able to use it. It depends on the age and quality and condition of the rug when you acquire it, but they should outlast all of us.
That's just so cool.
So how did I get into the rug business?
Yes.
I didn't mean to. I got into the rug business when I met my partner at Rice. He was in the rug business and had been for quite a while. He started in 1981 when he started graduate school at Rice. I came to Rice about 10 years later in 1991 and I met him not too long after that. But in 1994, I started selling rugs with him and it was fun. It was cool. Now, we were also doing things at school. I was a graduate student in English, so I was supposed to be there reading and writing and teaching them and all of those cool things, which I continue to do. But the rugs kind of took up more and more of my time and energy and passion. So we started selling rugs together, and out of that, Pride of Persia Rug Company was born. That's our traditional company. And then years later, Postmodern Traditions, our custom and contemporary rug business, developed out of that. And the only reason we have two different companies right now, branding. For a long time, we had a wonderful reputation for genuine hand-woven and a lot of antique Persian rugs. The name of our company, Pride of Persia Rug Company, did not tell people that we also carried contemporary rugs or that we could produce for them custom rugs. So even some of our longtime clients, when they started becoming interested in contemporary rugs, and this includes designers, skipped us because they thought, oh, well, you're Pride of Persia, you don't have what I want. We needed to remarket, rebrand.
Sure.
So we opened a separate showroom called Postmodern Traditions to let people know, yes, we do have contemporary rugs, and this is the name of the business. About 6 years ago, we put the two companies back under the same roof. So it's still two companies, but we're all in the same space. So you can come into our showroom and see traditional rugs and see contemporary rugs all together. Because a lot of times you need more than one style in the house.
Right.
This helps people visualize how you can use even an antique Persian piece with a brand new custom rug from Nepal and have a really gorgeous, meaningful impact in the house. So now we're all together, but it all started at Rice University.
Cool.
And
That's a great story.
for a long time, I taught English there. My partner taught anthropology, but we also taught in continuing studies a class called The World of Persian Rugs. And then later, to incorporate contemporary rugs, we taught a rug lover's guide to a changing world, which had to do with history and anthropology and political and market forces that created the possibility of the rise of the contemporary rug market, because that's new. So what I do now, I wasn't doing when I started out in this business.
I think that sounds like an opportunity right there for a class or 2 or 3.
We're on board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know that I've mentioned this to you before, but at heart, my partner and I are both teachers. And I think that's what allowed us to transition from academic life to rug life. And rug life for us isn't merely about selling something and the customer goes away and we don't see them again. It's about building a relationship with the client, with the interior designer, with architects, so that if people have questions about rugs, they know that they can come to us. If people really want something special, then they can ask us questions and expect to get good answers. And not just, can we match your color?
Right.
That's the easy part.
Yeah.
Knowing what it is, what you can expect from the rug, that's a different kind of skill set.
And very conversationally.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah, we like to talk about rugs.
Show us.
Show
us.
Stop talking. Now show us the goods.
Okay. Show us.
So,
yeah, because these are really beautiful.
So the first goodie I brought for you today is a rug that I designed for my trip.
It's beautiful.
This is called Rice Blue. It is 100% wool. It has 2 colors, gray and rice blue. These are my school colors. And I did this because rice is that important to me. It has 2 pile heights. So you notice all of the geometric design is raised, and then the gray background is all a little bit lower. So it has a 3-dimensional effect. And you know, if you see a rug in a picture, it's not the same as seeing it in real life.
True.
You can't touch a rug in a picture. And that's one of the things that people forget, is that the rug should offer a tactile experience. They need to be able to touch it. They need to know how the light plays off of it from different directions. So this is my rice blue rug. I got to cut this down from the loom. It's like delivering the baby. I cut the umbilical cord on this one, and I love it.
It's beautiful.
And it's the only one of its kind in the world.
I can just envision the room that this could be.
That's one.
Yummy. It's lovely.
Now, I made another rug that you can't see because I gave it to my mom. It's a cartographic depiction of our farm, but it's in color blocks. And that rug, we put on the loom while I was in Nepal. I got to help string the loom. I got to do some of the weaving, and there was a very specific part of the rug that I wanted to weave because it was a gift for Mom. I wanted more of myself in that rug. So she has it, she loves it. I have photos, but I don't have the physical piece because it was never intended for anything other than her.
What an amazing gift.
Her
I mean,
very
really,
own rug of a
or
farm.
family to family to family. I mean, really, truly, I bet it's beautiful.
I think so. I love it a lot. And it has a lot of vibrant colors, which of course I like. You can come in and say, I need a neutral rug, and I will help you find a gorgeous neutral rug. But if you say we need color, I am jumping up and down.
And she over here would be crying
Tears of joy. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring me your bravery and I'll help. All right. So speaking of color, I used my favorite colors in this rug. So as much as I like rice blue, I really love pinks.
That's really fun.
Gosh, and reds.
Great.
Does it look great with my shirt? Okay, so this is my color. This is it. If you see me in pink, that's why.
I can see this in a fun office.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I could see this in any space you want to be happy.
Well, true.
This is, to me,
true.
So everywhere in your house and your office.
Okay, well, just one, and then maybe another one as a companion. But this I designed while I was in Nepal. So it's not a design that I sent and then the rug was already there. We worked on it. It has a background that is much more complex than the very simple background in rice blue. And it uses a combination of materials. So if you touch it, you'll feel there's some silk in here. Mm-hmm. The first rug is 100% wool. This one is a combination of wool and silk, and it has an intricate grid. I think if you look at it from different directions, you get a very different understanding of the play of color and light in this rug based on light side or dark side.
It is. It's really truly amazing when you're here in person looking at it, because it does give you different dimensions.
Right.
Is that why you chose to do the silk in it?
It is.
And how did you decide how much and where to put it?
I had a lot of help.
I was going to say, that's not an easy task.
It is not. We pulled colors from the wool that I dyed, which is the deeper purple, but then also some colors from the rug that I wove for my mom, because part of our quest was understanding how the rug industry can be more sustainable for the long term. And that included, how do we reduce waste, including yarn waste. So I pulled some of the colors that I had already used and the color that was already dyed instead of starting from scratch.
Oh, okay.
That helped inform my selection. And these are colors I like, so I had some of them. And then I pulled other colors from wools and silks to use for the rug. We incorporated them into the design, and that's how we figured out the percentage of wool, the percentage of silk, where we wanted the darker colors, where the lighter colors should go.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So there's an entire graphics team behind this. It's not just me. In fact, there's a team behind every aspect of rug production.
And speaking of team, Mariana, do you want to talk about how our team works when you need a rug for your home?
So we don't just show up to the showroom with you. We've already talked to Lisa. We've pulled a few options. We've also been to the showroom plenty of times, so we know what's around, and we pick a good starting point.
Yeah, in my language, that's homework. They've done their homework by the time the client ever sees a rug.
Yes.
Which is why you have us for your project.
Because, think about it, how overwhelming it is when you go somewhere like a fabric store and you either get incredibly overwhelmed and you walk out without anything, or you buy something and it's a bad choice and you don't like it. So that's where we come in, our team.
So we try to simplify the process for you. And it's just a fun experience to come here.
It is. Yeah. Because not only are we fun, but the cats are fun and the rugs are fun, and it's just fun to walk on things and just have the experience.
Yeah, and I think our guys do a great job of taking care of anyone who comes to see us, making them feel welcome, showing them rugs, making it easy. And then once you've selected some rugs to show at the home, our guys, I think, are fantastic.
They really
in the
are.
Delivery process.
They'll help us flip through all the piles, and then if there's one that you like, they'll move it to the floor so you can see how it's going to look.
Yeah, they're very sweet and patient. Yeah, in here and at the home.
Yeah, we really do have a team that allows us to do our very best work.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
And having a good relationship with anyone among your vendors is crucial. So Mariana can call me up and say, I'm looking for these kinds of things, and I know what she's talking about.
She's dealt with all the crazy questions, so
Yeah, if you've already dealt with the crazy questions, then the next one, it's okay.
Yeah, it may not be as crazy.
Maybe not. It's like, yeah, we can do that.
So funny. Well, anyway, this is just an inkling
just a
of.
little tiny piece.
Tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
So much more to talk about.
Oh my
when it comes
gosh!
to rugs.
I mean, we could go on and on and on. And we did in the first episode
Oh,
that
yes.
you didn't get to see, but but you know what are you gonna do? So
I think it's an excuse to come back and do another
well,
episode.
there you go. There you go. So anyway, I'm Laurie Coton.
I'm Lisa Slappey.
And I'm Mariana De La Garza.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our latest episode of Two Designers and a Latte and learning all about Lisa Slappey and Postmodern Traditions rugs. We really appreciate you tuning in. Look forward to the next episode with us. It'll be soon.